Hi Libra, how's it going? I'm just knocking out some general readings for each zodiac. I did Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and now you. Feel free to watch my pick a card video that I did. That's my first upload for my channel. It's about an hour long. There are 4 different piles. One of them may resonate very well with you, may not. Who knows? Just watch it if you want to. You don't have to. Whatever. So I'm just going to shuffle and get a couple cards, pick up the energy. A lot of the times when I do readings, they end up being like relationship type of readings, but they don't have to be necessarily. Let's just see what kind of comes up. I do kind of specialize in relationship, spiritual type of readings, but that doesn't always apply for every single person. This cannot resonate with every single one of you. If you find this video, stumble across this video, then there might be some messages for you. If not right now, it might be something like a week ahead, you know. My readings are not date specific. So, that being said, we had a jumper come out, so let's just get a nice clear message. So, thank you, Spirit. What messages do you have for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, heavy in their chart. What do you have for Libra? Anyone watching this? Ooh! The Lovers in reverse. Do we have a Libra energy? Libra. Okay. Queen of Cups in reverse. Nine of Pentacles. Just too many cards. Just one card, please. One card, Spirit. Just one card for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Alright. You have a lot of cards that kind of just want to fly out, but I'm only taking 4. So let's look at this here. So the overall energy, I don't know why I'm moving that. Let me leave that alone. The overall energy is the Lovers in reverse. Could be dealing with a Gemini. Gemini is the sign of the Lovers. Yeah, there's like 2 people, 2 personality type of thing. But this also speaks about, like, you know, soul connections. This is the major arcana. Every other card is minor arcana, but this is the major arcana. Now, the fact that it's in reverse is more like an imbalance, lack of harmony in a relationship. Maybe you're not quite at a soul connection yet. Maybe you're not really with someone that you want to be with. And again, it could be Gemini, which is another air sign, but it doesn't have to be, because the Lovers, you know, that is very specific to, like, love and union and values as well. So there could just be an imbalance, a misalignment in values. We see the next card is the Queen of Cups. This is Scorpio energy. In the reverse, it's very out of its own element, but the Queen of Cups in reverse is like codependent energy, kind of smothering at times, because in the upright it's like compassionate, intuitive, but in the reverse it's like emotional insecurity, codependency. So you could be very codependent on a possible connection that isn't really together right now. Like, you could be in separation, which is not surprising because this is happening for a lot in the collective. So yeah, you might want to watch my pick a card video that I did. But yeah, I just feel like you might not be in connection with someone right now. It may be like a blow to your ego. Just something very unsuccessful at the moment. Someone is single. I feel like this could be feminine energy. Right now it's a lot of feminine energy, like with the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles. Now, this is masculine energy with the 6 of Wands. This is fire. This is earth energy. We have all the signs right now, actually. Air, water, earth, and fire. But the main one is air, and because you are an air sign, this is actually standing out a lot. But again, this is Gemini. But try not to blabber too much though. But the Nine of Pentacles is someone who's very like self-sufficient. They like kind of have everything that they really need. They kind of come off as very independent, and it can be a feminine energy. It doesn't really have to be, but just a really independent energy that's, you know, very grounded. maybe like they can hold their own, they can do very well for themselves, they're very poised. Like just look at them playing the piano, you know, like I feel like it could be someone very intelligent, maybe even someone just very musical with the piano, maybe someone like literally plays the piano, anyone that you're dealing with. I feel like this may be someone that you are in a separation with. It could be like a twin flame soulmate in separation, again with the Lovers card. That does speak very strongly to me because the Lovers is a soul connection that is like a deeper type of spiritual love connection as opposed to like a Two of Cups, you know? So yeah, I feel like maybe you could be dependent on this person. You could be the feminine energy. Like, I'm not really trying to do specific gender. I know most people that watch these videos are going to be feminine, you know, but don't get hung up on the gender though. But the queen, that is feminine. So yeah, there could be some feminine energy around you that's just like involving this connection. Either you are being very codependent on them, or maybe they're being codependent on you, maybe coming back, you know, however that applies. But some feminine energy is being very, very codependent. They're kind of like, I feel like they're relying on someone else, you know, whoever this is, whether this be you or someone else. This is Scorpio energy. They could be waiting for you to come in, you know, because like this is the throat chakra heavy, and it's because it's in reverse. I feel like the throat chakra is out of balance. This is blue. Throat chakra in reverse is like disloyal, distant, self-righteous, quiet, and moody. So someone is not saying anything. Someone is not speaking up. I got this in the pick a card again. You can pick whichever pile resonates with you. You can watch that. But just someone isn't really talking. I feel like they're waiting for something to happen. They're waiting maybe for you to come in, or you're waiting for them to come in, or waiting for the right time to come in. Again, you could be a female or a male. It really doesn't matter. But just whoever this feminine energy is, like this divine feminine, it could be two guys, two girls, it doesn't really matter. But just the energy itself is the feminine energy, like the spiritually feminine energy, you know, not physically gender specific, but just the energy. I feel like maybe the feminine side of this connection, maybe the more feminine, whatever, side of this connection is just waiting, you know, and like I feel like while one person is waiting, the other person is kind of like I'm fine, you know, I don't really need anybody, you know. This could also just be the person that is waiting, you know, like the person that is not really speaking up, not really saying anything, waiting for this love to unfold. They could be like pretending like on the surface that they're fine, trying to stay stable and be like, I'm okay, I don't need anyone right now, I'm independent, I'm single, whatever. They're probably used to always being single, you know. They could just be very coy, you know, maybe because of their ego. Like they don't want people to think that they need someone else. But if it's like a spiritual connection, they can't help but to feel like dependent on it, being like, oh, I'm never gonna love anyone like how I love this person. I'm never gonna feel the same way about anyone that I feel about this person, you know. Just like I'm getting a lot of messages though from this. Like it's kind of like one or the other because this is a collective. So some of you may resonate with like one half, the other might resonate with the latter, just being like this could either be you being like codependent on the connection itself. It could be the other person maybe depending on you, not saying anything until it's the right time. It could be one person is waiting, one person's like trying to wait for this connection, but in a way that like it's almost like obsessive, and they could be pretending that they're okay, just staying single, you know. Or it could also, what I'm getting is, because the throat chakra in reverse is like distant, they could just be like, the reason why this connection isn't happening right now is because someone is kind of being cold, that they're not really being as compassionate as they once were. Because again, like Queen of Cups in the upright is a very compassionate, very loving, very intuitive type of energy, but in the reverse, it's like they're not doing that, like they're not in their element. So this Queen of Cups, this person, water sign, again, this is Scorpio, they could be very distant right now, pretending that they're okay, you know, staying single, but maybe deep down they know, maybe they know about this connection that they have with you, or maybe you know about the connection you have with someone else. I don't know why, for some reason, like, I feel like for a lot of you, there might be males watching this reading and connecting with a female, and maybe you just weren't aware that they actually do think about you a lot, you know? Maybe they do feel the connection, even if they don't show it, they feel the connection, but to you, like in the physical realm, you know, with the pentacles, they come across as single and independent, and that might be a little to your ego as well. But definitely, no matter how you spin it, I just see distance, a very deep connection spiritually. You know, I feel like you're already together in spirit, but just not physically, you know, there's no, like, a lot of distance right now, there's no contact with this person. Someone is, you know, playing it off like they're perfectly fine, like they enjoy being single, they're fine on their own, oh, they don't need anyone, they're independent, and I feel like it all just has to do with ego. Again, no matter how you spin it, there is definitely an egotistical thing, but there is a lack of success in that. I feel like deep down, emotions wise, that's not really doing them any good. 6 of Wands reverse, lack of confidence, fall from grace, egotism, disrespute. So yeah, again, with that, like, just, this is really just like the ego card, you know, like, this is like very, very fire, very Leo energy. You could be dealing with a Leo, you can watch the Leo's reading as well. It might be something in there that, you know, as a cross watcher, it might apply to you. But this is like more of like the masculine energy, and like I said, again, very cocky type of energy, but I feel like maybe trying so hard to protect their ego, it's just kind of ruining this connection, and now it's like not really doing anyone any good, you know? Let's pull some more cards though. I swear, all these readings end up being like love readings. Like, I swear, I'm trying to give you guys like secure the bag money readings, but like they keep being like romantic readings. Like, that's all I pick up, and I promise I have picked up readings that weren't just romance related. But this is crazy. But Libra. So Libra. Just clarify these cards. Love is in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse. 9 of Pentacles and 6 of Wands in reverse. Just a lot of reversals can mean like no, you know. And as I say that, the Chariot in reverse, which is another major arcana, that is Cancer energy. So you might connect with Cancer's reading too as a cross watcher. Chariot in reverse is like lack of control and direction. You know, again, with that ego, someone, whether you or the other person, someone's ego has gotten in the way of this connection because they wanted control. They want it to be like, this connection is going to go on my own terms, and I don't want the other person to know that I'm into them. I don't want the other person to know how much I need them, how much I want to be with them, whatever. But they need to like release that control, because really it's just making them feel left out in the cold. That card came out before, but I didn't like the shuffle, but it came out again. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, and just, again, a lot of reversals. We have 2 Earth, we have water signs, air sign, fire sign. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, it's like recovery. It could be financial loss, but again, this really seems more heavy on love though, but it could be something related to finances, and maybe not coming in, not knowing when to come in because someone could be dealing with finances. And also just spiritual poverty, like, just because like when you're in like a spiritual connection like this, and you know, like, you know that it could be, but you're not physically together, it's like the other half of your soul is just kind of wandering about and they're not with you, you know. So someone could be aware of that, and they just feel like part of their soul is missing, like one half of their soul is gone, you know. Like, they're losing control of the connection. Maybe they're starting to realize that they need to stop letting their ego in the way. Because this is minor arcana, this is a temporary thing. This will eventually turn, but at the moment, I feel like it still has been like stagnant, like still nothing really coming in. Like, I'm just picturing 2 of Swords, that's like a stalemate, even though it didn't come up. I feel like there might be a stalemate going on in this type of connection. but again, like, it's just like, it's not going anywhere right now. Someone can be really frustrated. I just really feel like someone let their ego kind of get in the way of this connection and just kind of let things spiral out of control. Like, it may have been way better if they stopped trying to control the whole thing, if they just kind of let it unfold naturally, if they just kind of let it flow. But because they didn't do that, it's just kind of like, it's really just like all over the place. So, you know, like, yeah, like one person could just be seeing the other person as like, oh, like, I really want to be with them. They seem like they don't even need me right now, and it's really blowing to my ego right now. Like, again, there are a bunch of different variations of the same cards with this message, because it is a general message, so either scenario could apply to anybody. Let's just pull from the Romance Angel Oracle deck and then just kind of wrap this up. So, Libra, disconnection and separation. Stop. I didn't actually think this was gonna pop out. Like, I said it and I was like, it'd be funny if this card came out, because I said let go of control issues in other readings before, but it doesn't just pop out like that. But definitely, I'm sorry, that's really funny. Definitely let go of control issues, whether this is you, this might be you because this is your reading, you know, but you need to let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally, alright? I feel like I've been saying this so many times. This is like my go-to phrase for the past month. Ego is the killer of love. Stop trying to control it, okay? Stop trying to control everything. Please watch my pick a card reading, I swear to God. This really feels like masculine energy. I'm sorry, because I feel like divine masculine is always trying to control the connection. They're usually the runners in the connection. They're like, oh, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to be in it, you know, I want to be a bachelor or whatever. You know, but let go of control issues, because you've already met the romantic partner that you seek. This could be the one. Okay? Stop doubting it. Stop letting your ego get in the way, like, because you're gonna be missing out on like a great love that you could have, you know, because like you're over here just like trying so hard to control it, you know, and like we get stay optimistic about your love life. When I kind of pulled it, it was kind of reversed. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So just stay positive, stay optimistic. More so, stop being pessimistic. Stop trying to control everything. Just leave it alone, let it happen, you know, live your own life, find your own purpose in the connection. Like, you need to realize, like, this is like solar plexus chakra, the yellow, you know, and I see red root chakra as well. Solar plexus is about purpose, confidence, joyful, optimistic, easygoing, and ambitious. And then red root chakra is like safety, security. It's like assertive, courageous, stable, innovative. So just like hang in there, I guess, like with this connection. You know, focus on yourself, be optimistic, don't be such a downer. Don't have this little fall from grace. Just stay positive. You know, try not to be obsessive over how the connection unfolds. Just let it happen how it's going to happen. I feel like you'll feel so much better if you just kind of let things go and just stop trying to control the course of action. You know, because this could be a divinely guided type of connection with the Lover's card and the Chariot. Like, those are major arcanas. You know, this is like, you know, it might not be heavily divinely guided because only two major arcanas, and like, you know, this is a temporary situation in a soul type of connection, you know, so this energy won't last that long, thank God. It probably lasted for a while, but like, the universe has no concept of time, so what could be a really long time for us is like 5 minutes to the universe, but again, time is like a social construct. So this could be an energy that you've been in for maybe a few months, or maybe like it recently hit you and you're drawn to this deck whenever you watch it, because this is not date specific. That's why it's not date specific, because the universe has no concept of time. But yeah, I just feel like this connection is just gonna unfold how it's gonna unfold. Do not try to control it. Let it happen how it's going to happen. Don't dwell too much on it if this is your energy. The other person, like the feelings may be mutual. I feel like someone is just pretending, like someone's hiding their feelings. They're pretending that they, you know, that they're single, that they, you know, they don't care. They might act like they couldn't care less, you know, about this connection, but they might very well. Because I just see maybe on both parties right now, there's like a lack of confidence. And that was part of the root chakra. So stay optimistic, stay confident. Don't dwell too much on it. Just let it happen how it's going to happen. Okay? So thank you, Libra. A lot of soul connection readings today. So thank you for watching. See you next time.